So in this topic we are going to discuss about drinking water management. So about the first one, community managed drinking water supply program in Gujarat. The implementing agency was Water and Sanitation Management Organization. So let us discuss about this community managed drinking water supply program in Gujarat. A community managed, demand driven, decentralized approach for rural water supply program was implemented at village level as an initiative to provide adequate and safe water supply to the village community. It then brings together the community through Pani Samitis, NGOs and international organizations like UNICEF, WASH and World Bank, along with technical assistance from WASMO to ensure equitable availability of safe drinking water to the community. So the program was a community managed, demand driven, decentralized approach for rural water supply, and it was implemented at village level as an initiative to provide adequate and safe drinking water to the community. It also brought the community together through Pani Samitis, NGOs and international organizations like UNICEF, WASH and World Bank, along with technical assistance from WASMO. The villages covered by this drive have been connected to the piped water supply network. Overhead storage tanks have been built in villages and drinking water supply is being administered with community participation. The initiative serves as a sustainable system of providing clean water to rural households and has established a financially sustainable model for water provision. Around 76.84% of rural households in Gujarat have been covered under this intervention as of 2014. So due to this program, significant improvement has been observed in the community, especially for the girl child, to continue their education instead of fetching water from long distances, reduction in waterborne diseases, overall improvement in health status and better living standards of the community. Pani Samitis have been formed in 18,185 out of 18,478 villages in the state. Apart from formation of water quality teams in 16,860 villages, distribution of field test kits in 14,1216 villages, and fixing and collection of water tariffs by 7,131 villages. So from this we can infer that this community managed program had made positive impacts in the life of the people of the community. Now we will discuss about Jal Dal Children Institutions for Water Management, and the implementing agency for this was Jal Bhagirathi Foundation, Rajasthan. Now let us discuss about this. So due to lack of availability of drinking water, government schools in Godawas experienced poor enrollment and attendance rates. Children had to help their mothers fetch water from distant places and were at suffering end of the problem of water access. So the government schools in Godawas, due to lack of availability of drinking water, experienced poor enrollment and attendance rates. Why? Because the children had to help their mothers fetch water from distant places and were at the suffering end of the problem of water access. So the Gram Panchayat of the village constructed a 40,000 litre tank in school, enlargement of village pond, and created a Jal Sabha in the village. To ensure maintenance of the newly constructed tank, a student body of 10 members called a Jal Dal was constituted. The Jal Dal took the responsibility of cleaning the roof and ensuring clean water in the tank. They were also responsible for cleaning of silt chambers and meticulous functioning of the hand pump. So what was the responsibility of Jal Dal? They took the responsibility of cleaning the roof and ensuring clean water in the tank. They were also responsible for cleaning of silt chambers and meticulous functioning of the hand pumps. The school children were also involved in environment conservation drives and in disseminating information about water stress to the villagers. This is an ongoing practice which is passed down to the younger students to maintain the tank. So the school children also played a role. They were involved in environment conservation drives and in disseminating information about water stress to the villagers. The students have also started a piggy bank in which students from higher classes contribute 1 rupee per month for maintenance of tank and purchase of water during times of scarcity rainfall. So this intervention has positively impacted education in the region and has yielded a growth in literacy rate. There has been a noticeable fall in the school dropout rates and the attendance has become more consistent. Incidences of waterborne diseases have reduced. Clean water is available throughout the year for the village. The village has become self-reliant and is now no longer dependent on pricey water tanks run by mafia to fulfill their water requirements. So these are the positive impacts of the program. Now we will discuss about Mazha Polima initiative in Thrissur district of Kerala. The implementing agency was Thrissur district administration, Kerala. So rural Kerala fulfill his drinking water needs by using water collected in open dug wells. But increase in dependency on groundwater has led to drying up of these wells and has deteriorated the quality of existing water sources. So the overusage of groundwater has led to drying up of these wells and has deteriorated the quality of the existing water sources. So in this context, the Thrissur district administration along with various NGOs working in Kerala launched an artificial groundwater recharge program called Mazha Polima, meaning bounty of rain. In the rainy season, the rooftop rainwater is laid through pipes with sand filter at the end to open the well to replenish the aquifer. Under this initiative, employees of 100 NGOs received training to install roof water harvesting systems. The intervention also gives subsidies to poorer households, especially in overexploited groundwater blocks and in areas of high salinity. When multiple wells are recharged in that area, the groundwater table goes back up. And when the water table is low, the water is retained in wells for a while and then pushed into the ground. So what is the impact of this? Abundance of drinking water free from nitrates, iron content and reduced salinity is now available for the community. 20,000 well recharging units were established and over 1 lakh people have benefited. It also provides a replicable model of water conservation which can be emulated anywhere. Money which was earlier spent on obtaining drinking water through tankers is now spent on building self-sustaining rooftop rainwater harvesting structures. You can see the transition from money which was earlier spent on obtaining drinking water through tankers is now spent on building self-sustaining rooftop rainwater harvesting structures. And the last initiative which I am going to discuss is adaptive water management in Mandli, Rajasthan. The implementing agency was Jal Bhagirathi Foundation and community members. So the villagers of Mandli, inspired by success of Jal Sabhas in Rajasthan, came together and formed a Jal Sabha with active women participation in their own village to deal with crisis of drinking water. The members undertook a participatory planning exercise and decided to increase the area of pond which would allow it to capacitate more water. So the members undertook a participatory planning exercise and decided to increase the area of the pond which will allow them to capacitate more water. The main source of water for the village was a pond called Gawai Talab, which has the capacity of 2,869 cubic meter. Owing to its small catchment area and improper construction, the pond would become dry and women had to collect water from afar. The government was supplying limited water which was very saline and it was causing health hazards to the community. So as you can see, due to improper construction, the pond would become dry and women had to collect water from far. The government also provided water in limited supply and the water was saline and it caused health hazards to the community. The members of the Jal Sabha then undertook a participatory planning exercise and generated funds through contribution of every household in the village. The money was then pulled into a Jal Kosh and to ensure maximum accountability. Once the pond was sufficiently enlarged, the villagers decided to help neighboring village communities to obtain water from it using a coupon system at a charge of rupees 100 for a 4,000 litre tanker. This money was used for regular maintenance of the catchment by renovating of water channels and tree plantation to improve water inflow. This pond has since been able to provide water even in drought years and has greatly solved drinking water crisis in the area. Few positive impacts were availability of sweet drinking water around the year and water security ensured even in a severe drought year. Expansion of capacity of Gawai Talab from 2,869 to 5,218 cubic meter and that of Narsingh Nasa from 2,308 to 26,601 cubic meter. So further 13 villages benefited through this intervention by sourcing water through tankers, as the neighboring villages were allowed to take water on the basis of coupon. The Jal Sabha has achieved a sustainable financial source for regular maintenance of the talab through coupon system. The village has been able to adapt to changing climatic patterns and recurring droughts. So with this, the topic of drinking water management comes to an end. Let me take a recap of what I have discussed in this topic. We have discussed about 4 different kinds of initiatives of drinking water management in India and seen how it positively impacted the lives of the people in the community. We can also infer that community engagement is very crucial for any kind of development in the rural areas. That community participation can do wonders and everybody of the community can get benefited from it. So now with this, I am ending my topic.